Hello and welcome to Tabletop 24, and thank you for joining us for another unboxing. Today we have the highly anticipated expansion to Dune Imperium. This is Rise of Ix from Direwolf Digital. If you haven't done so already, I do suggest you check out Dune Imperium. It's a fantastic worker placement / deck builder that came out a couple of years back. So without further ado, we are going to get straight into this. And in the expansion, we should be seeing some additional spaces and some additional cards for both the main deck and for individuals. So this has come in quite a nice slim box. Obviously we will probably be ditching this to go straight into the main box as we go. First of all, we have a rulebook. Now again, the original rulebook for Dune Imperium was set out very similarly. It was fairly easy to read, fairly easy to understand and check up on. So quite nice to see. This one very much the same. So there will be some additions for solo and two-player games, and also the new Epic game variant. So really excited to get in and try that out. We have markers for the, I think it's Chome track, some new Dreadnoughts for players. So these will be stronger unit types that you can pick up as you go along through the game. They'll give you an advantage during fighting. Some extra baggies. Come back to the decks. Then we have the new characters. So this obviously is stretching into the lore of Dune. Now I have only read the original Dune novel, which does cover a majority of the characters from the base game. So really excited to see these, and obviously probably going to encourage me to go out and read a couple more of the novels to get a bit of the background for Ix. So we have some play arrays for the expansion. Now the Rise of Ix will be introducing technology as well. The Ix sort of technological advanced civilization, and we'll be purchasing some of those to essentially improve our game. Now we have two new sections that will be added to the board. Now this will obviously go over the board as an overlay for additional seats on the council and spots, and also the Choam spots, which will be going up the track depending upon technologies and such as we go. So that's quite nice. Do like a little bit of an overlay on the board, which is always helpful. We have the new Ix board, which is where our technologies are going to be going. Anywhere we see this symbol, we're going to give the option to purchase some of these technologies. Okay, and here we have those technologies and a couple of additional tokens. So I'm going to pop those out now. Again, quite nice punch board. So we will have, I believe there is 18 different technologies that will be going stacked out into the game, that we'll be picking up and using to sort of give us a bit of asynchronous play and variety as we go through the game. So just enough in there, I believe, for a little bit of variety. So we're going to crack straight into the cards. Now we've got some more intrigue cards. So that'd be nice to have a little bit more variety. Now I haven't seen all of the intrigue cards from the base game yet, even having played it several times over the last year or so. So nice to have a bit more variety, and these obviously are quite powerful when they come into the game. And then a couple more conflict cards. That is one thing I think we could have done with more of. So it's nice to see that they're in there getting a lot of victory points for different abilities there. So that's quite nice to add that bit of variety. And I believe it's fully integrated into the base game, so you can mix and match everything in as you go. Now, having read a very brief version of the digital rulebook, I am hoping that I can mix everything in and probably give it a teach straight away to any new players, and obviously get it through with some older players as well. Okay, so card wise, we have the House of Hagal, so the solo / two-player additional deck. So a couple more cards there for that. So that'll give us some extra challenge, particularly on the solo variant, which I have played, and I must say is quite elegant, having the two AI control players. And then we have got the main Imperium deck, which we'll be using to build up a sort of deck to get through. So some nice ones in there. Again, pretty much pulling on all of the lore from from the game, from the series, and I do like the artwork. Obviously, a lot of the artwork is set to the new Dune films, and you can sort of see that coming through. But obviously, there's less of, I believe, less of the, having seen the Dune film now, there are less of the known characters in there. I mean, that's very much a infamous scene from the film trailer and also from the book. Check that out. And then finally we have the Control the Spice cards, which will be going into player decks for the Epic Game variant. So I think there's going to be just enough in there to keep me coming back to the game. I mean, I try and get it out as often as I can as it is, but it is quite nice there. So wrapping that all up, thank you for joining us for this unboxing of Dune Imperium Rise of Ix. If you haven't done so already, please check out other videos on the channel, give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.